Yes, that is right. I have purchased another car. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, who's this idiot on the internet? But, g'day, my name's Michael and I like to buy nuggets. So, the reason I bought this car is, so we've got my Lexus here, which is my schmick automobile that I like to cruise around in on the weekends, but it's not the kind of car you can take down to the little shops, because every time I do it, I see someone with a trolley. I'm like, you just keep on walking, son. And you know, you park in the corner, you think, just everyone, nick off. And then you come out and there's like 5 cars next to you. And it's just like, well, I'm not going to be your friend. So I needed a car that I could just, pop down the shops, do my little thing. And that was originally going to be the Prelude, but that's off doing Honda Life things. And I do tend to do a lot of driving that is during peak hour traffic, and driving a manual during peak hour traffic is a bad news bear situation. So I thought, well, that just seems to be a reason to buy another McNug now, doesn't it? And buy another McNug I did. Now, I set myself a few rules just because I apparently hate myself. Car couldn't be more than 1,000. Number one, couldn't be more than 1,000. Had to be easy to work on, so that leaves most of the cars I want to buy out. And it also needed to be auto. Oh, I know, manual's more fun, all that good stuff, but as I said, a lot of city driving, you get the idea. Because I still had a car to drive, I didn't need to buy something ASAP, and I could really take my time sifting through the McNugs to see what gems I could find. And one morning at work, I was definitely doing my job and definitely not browsing Facebook Marketplace. And this absolute specimen came up, and oh boy, she looked like a nugget. So I thought to myself, that's a nugget. I'm an idiot. Match made in heaven. So I messaged the seller, and it was still available, thank God. Usually I'm the last one to the lot, but I was the first one there, and we hatched a plan. Now I cannot understate to you, dear viewer, how unprepared I was for this deal. I didn't have my bank card, I didn't have my camera, nor did I have a way to get there. However, I did have a friend at work who was finishing at the same time and did live up in that general area. So I asked, hey mate, can I go live with you? And he said, no, bugger off. But I said, well, you don't have a choice in the matter, and managed to bribe him with a nice coffee. Look at that bad boy. Don't mind me. Tell me I'm being silly on buying this car.
No, you got it right. I think that what do you buy for $1,000 if you can't get anything?
Oh, you'll buy a car whether it works or not. Well, guess we'll see.
Mate, if you bought this in my workshop, I'd tell you to get
You just drop me off in the corner here if you want. So after a journey of me telling myself that I really didn't need another car, and that this was going to be yet another waste of money, we had arrived, and I followed my usual routine of falling head over heels for an absolute piece of shit. But in life, sometimes you just have to take a chance on an unknown. So what was I about to waste my hard-earned money on? Well, here it is.
Twisting tales to bring on there's nothing left for you or me. No way back. There's nothing left you could do. I thought you could change. Yeah.
This is a 1993 Holden Nova. However, It is a Holden in name only. In actuality, it is just a Toyota Corolla that was badge engineered. It was part of the E90 series of Corollas, with its closest tie being the AE92. Apart from a unique set of front headlights and rear lights, and some minor trim in the interior, there is no difference between this and an AE92 Corolla sedan. It features a 1.6 twin-cam 4A FE engine, mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. During the Hawke administration here in Australia, we're subject to incredibly high tariffs and import restrictions in an effort to help protect the Australian automotive industry. However, the government did see a need for these types of vehicles to be circulating within the Australian public, so they approached a number of auto manufacturers to rebadge certain vehicles. The button plan proved very unsuccessful. It was criticised by both consumers and automakers alike, so throughout the years it became less and less common to see these types of vehicles. However, it remains an interesting part of Australian automotive history. Now, like most Corollas of this generation, this has seen a particularly hard life, with very little maintenance and in poor cosmetic condition. When purchasing the car, I asked the previous owner, when was the last time you actually serviced the vehicle? And she looked at me with this dumbfounded expression, like I just asked her to split the atom. That being said, surprisingly, the car did drive quite well. And that's just a testament to Toyota's over-engineering of their vehicles, because to be honest, if this was any other type of vehicle, I would have ran for the hills considering its condition. But because in essence it was just a Toyota, I knew I was in safe hands. And when the vehicle was home, well, of course, the boys are gonna come have a look. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's straight. It's...
As a starting point.
Yeah.
I mean, from the top. They didn't even. I suppose they only asked me $1,000 for it, so why bother cleaning it?
They did. Yeah. They were like, just fucking take it. We'll go for a spin. Yeah, he does.
Oh, this door.
Is this door bugged?
Let go. Oh, you went holding on the outside.
Now we know why it was so cheap.
Okay, sir. Where would you like to go?
Somewhere where we won't break down. Yeah. Yeah. At the beans.
Race car.
Yes. Fucking yes.
Stay in the car. I don't have to slow down for them.
What? Yeah, it's working. I can feel it. It's getting cool.
Yeah, it's cool, you know. Yeah, it's good, mate. I think for $900.
$900, mate.
And a Kenwood, that's worth
I know.
$50. Hang on.
50 bucks in the zinger.
We got sounds.
Now we have to get rid of the fact it's a Holden. Whoops.
Now it's just an Holden.
No, it's a Holdy. Holdy Nova.
I haven't looked it.
That's
but
all right.
Neither did you, so.
I mean, to be fair, what are you going to steal in it?
Yeah, I think it's good base. I reckon you.
SLX Limited, so it was the top model of this. That's the highest trim.
Yeah, well, the speakers tell me.
Oh, mate, that's fucking primo. Yeah. So with this absolute stud muffin of a vehicle now under my possession, I came at an impasse. Was I going to spend the rest of my money on maintenance, making sure the car is running perfectly with everything up to date, and making sure that this vehicle would not die on me in the future? Or will I spend all my money on modifications to make it stupid and ridiculous? Alrighty then. Yes. Oh, it's a bit warm today. It's a bit nippy. Oopsie daisy. What the bloody hell is that? What are you doing? What's this? Everywhere. Okay. Even these bloody wheels and coilovers and wheels, what the fuck? Oh. That's right, we're going to turn this Corolla into an absolute street weapon. Bugger maintenance, we're getting the good stuff. Well, that was my thinking until this happened.
Oh my god, guys, look at this. Oh my god, I'm not sure if I can get the camera in there. Oh, I'll come down here. So, check this out. Mate, that's sports suspension, huh? Fucking wouldn't feel a fucking thing. Oh my god. How does that even happen? Mate, you gotta try to be that fucking stupid.
With the first Toyota Corolla in the world to have air ride suspension, we had all the adjustability we needed. But still, we had the coilovers, so we might as well put them in.
Jesus. That's a fucking sausage in a hallway situation, isn't it? Let's hope she fits. Because if she fits, she sits.
Now, the lack of wrench time on this car was really starting to show. Parts were seized and just didn't want to come loose. It needed a bit of encouragement.
You're fact, mate. Oh, got it. Swish. Yes. Oh no. Fuck off. No, don't cut back.
Now, when I purchased this vehicle, I knew that both CV shafts were gone, but seeing the absolute state of the suspension, I just realized how poor they were. And it soon dawned on me that after spending all my money on modifications, and I'm gonna actually have to spend some money that I don't have on maintenance. But that's fine, I kind of expected it. That's what happens when you buy a $900 car off a bunch of crackheads.
Time for your sense of pride.
We got it out off camera and I'm not recreating that because I don't want to die again. Yes.
Now that the car had received some love, we could get back to the fun stuff and actually now put the wheels on. And they looked pretty schmick.
Holy shit, that looks really good. Fuck. Yes. Yes. Come to me.
With the wheels on the front and the bum, it's looking pretty bloody nice. However, due to the size and offset of the wheels, I couldn't put the car down too low without scrubbing onto the tyres. And it's not a JDM Street Beast if it's not dumped on its ass. So there was something missing, something to get that car a little bit more flush. And I had one of them fantastic little brain smarts. Now, you've probably seen on the channel a 2003 Mitsubishi VRX Lancer. It's my friend's car. I borrow it from time to time when one of my cars is inevitably not running and I need to go somewhere. However, unfortunately, he got onto a little teensy snafu and he cooked it. He absolutely didn't bother checking on the temperature gauge. There was a crack in the radiator and she got a little toasty. And he's absolutely not a car guy. I told him, look, I can get rid of it for you. I'll give you the money. Bing, bang, boom. I just called U-Pull-It and got them to collect it. However, that didn't stop me from stealing all the bits. Had a nice little VRX lip kit that I thought I'd steal because I'm a weirdo like that. Now, obviously, the vehicles are different dimensions, so they wouldn't necessarily bolt on. Love, I reckon we could get her to fit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was so surprised at how well it actually came out. With the wheels, it looked really bloody flush and like $1 million. So emboldened with courage, I went and did the other side and the rear. It was the same process. Cut it, plastic weld, sand, paint. The biggest part is making sure your measurements are right, otherwise you got to cut another bit and do the whole process over again. It's a little fiddly, a little time consuming, but it's not too hard. I know everyone loves fiberglass, but plastic is easy to work with. You just have to have the right tools. And it's a lot more durable and you have a lot more wiggle room. And honestly, you could just go to a junkyard and find any lip and then just cut it down to size. Sure, you could use the classic method of garden edging, but I don't know, I think this looks a little bit more unique. With the professional grade side skirts installed and looking $1 million, I did an ad on Facebook Marketplace for an FX GT front grille. Now, it's hard to find a grille that fits these front lights, as they're from a different generation. In Australia, it was the only Toyota Corolla to get this set of headlights. So I got it for a good price so I could get a little bit more razzle dazzle. So with the nice wheels, a custom lip kit, and a new grille, have we made this car look any better than factory? Or have we in fact made it worse? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a mad little daily for a bargain price. Now, at the end of the day, how much did I actually spend on this car? Well, in total, including the cost of the car, $2,500, roughly. That's $900 for the car, $700 for the wheels, about $450 for the coilovers, and they were new, and the rest of it just being odds and ends and maintenance equipment. And at that price, how is the car? It is fantastic. I love it. I've been driving it for the last month. I could not say anything more positive about this vehicle. Owning it has just been a dream. Working on it is so simple and easy. Parts are cheap and it runs off the smell of an oily rag. It uses no fuel. Now, it's not the fastest car in the world. Shocking. However, it is responsive enough and it takes a corner like nobody's business. And I've always subscribed to the idea of driving a slow car fast instead of a fast car slow. I'm not a hoon or anything. I don't really, I don't floor it up around roads and stuff, but I am a bit spirited in my driving, so have a car that I can throw around and not get into real trouble is just fantastic. And honestly, it's just a Corolla. Cops don't look at it one bit, even though it is technically defectable with its modifications. The car is on classic registration, so it only cost me $90 a year to register it. Insurance is so cheap. Honestly, I don't think I could have picked a better daily. And if you yourself are thinking about getting a Toyota, I cannot recommend it highly enough. They are the perfect project car for anyone getting started in this kind of field. For anyone who wants to get into owning your own car and modifying it and all that kind of stuff, there is no better car to do it in. Parts are cheap, plentiful, and there's plenty of upgrade options if you so wish. And I know you might be thinking, well, it's just another Corolla on the road, but I think that's what really separates these cars around, is you can modify them to suit you. Express your personality through these cars and create a unique car that people will remember. Now, I'm not really sure what my future plans are with this vehicle. I don't really intend to do any big modifications because at the end of the day, it is my daily reliable car. If I was going to put any serious mods or any accessories into a car, it'd either be that one or the Prelude. But this one, I think I'm going to keep it as it is, but I'll clean it up, obviously, and make it a real nice head turner. Now, on a more serious note, I'd like to dedicate this to one of my friends, Cora, who had passed away recently due to complications regarding cancer. He wasn't really a car guy, but he had fond memories of driving around in a Corolla in younger years, and we spoke often about that. So I want to dedicate this car to him. He probably hates that I'm doing that, but he's not around to say anything different, so he's going to have to suck it up. I want to dedicate this one to him. It was really tough seeing you go, and I hope to see you again someday. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Do yourself a favor, go buy a cheap nugget and fix it up because it's damn fun. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. You have yourself a lovely day and all that good stuff. Yes. I've got nothing else for you. I don't know. Go watch Mighty Mods or something. Go away.